I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Maldito Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know this month is hot. It's hot in the sport of boxing. April is lit. Hot. Fuego. Caliente. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Woo! This weekend, y'all already know Ryan Garcia getting back in the ring. The return of Ryan Garcia, one of the phenom in the 135-pound division. Ryan Garcia, the return is back. The Zone, subscribe now. Triple G versus Murata middleweight. Unification bout. Triple G versus Murata. Japan, Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan. Smash the like button. What's good, Mota? What's good? What's good? I don't think he's gonna send a notification there because I dropped a lot of videos in between the 24 hours. You know, if you drop more than 3 videos in between the 24 hours, I think more than 3 videos, they don't send a notification. So smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Just smash the like button, man. You know how to, you know the drill. You know the drill. You know the drill. What's good? What's good? Eric Gomes in the building. What's good? Dawn in the building. What's good? Ropsky in the building. Marco, dímelo. Linda, UK in the building. Mota. Transcendent Sports Channel in the building. What's good, brother? What's good? NL in the building. What's good, man? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know the drill. Smash the like button. Help the visibility of the live. Share it if you have to. Share it in your own platform. Put it in the community box. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on your Instagram, Twitter. Let's go. Dímelo, Diki. Dímelo, 2 guns in the building. What's good, man? LA. Hope the gas is good out there. Hope the gas prices, you know, getting lower. 787. Manín was good. Aquí trabajando, mi hermano, trabajando aquí. Ya tú sabes que lo que. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know, man. This is lit right here. April is lit. March was supposed to be lit. March was supposed to be lit. Y'all already know it was still a good month for boxing. We were supposed to get Chocolatito versus Estrada. We were supposed to get Virgil Ortiz. We were supposed to get Brian Castano versus Jamal Charlo undisputed rematch. But we're going to get that one in May. But April, again, Ryan Garcia back. Murata versus Triple G. Now, y'all know how I feel about that fight. Y'all been following the channel. Y'all already know how I feel about that fight. I want Murata to kick. Triple G's behind. I'm going for Murata. Because I don't think that y'all been fair or y'all criticism been laid out to more than just Jamal Charlo and Demis Andre. I can, like, again, I'm gonna keep on saying. Y'all been giving Triple G a pass. He ain't getting no pass around here. Dickie in the building, Samir in the building. What's good, man? Shout out to the members. Let's go. Shout out to the members. Transcendent Sports, Samir, my bro. What's good, man? What's good? Smash the like, smash the like button. Let's go. Hold on. Brian Ramirez in the building. What's good, man? Que puedo, punch. He said, every Thursday night, Chick-fil-A employees look at me like I'm crazy while I'm delivering the product because I be cracking up listening to the show. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Brian. That's some good support, brother. Punch that like button, man. Let's go. Y'all know how I really feel about I want Triple G. I wanted the unification bout between Triple G versus Demis Andrade, or Triple G versus Jamal Charlo, not Triple G versus Murata. Just like they was talking about people was talking about Deontay Wilder picking Tyson Fury the first time, was like, all right, that's a cherry picking, huh? Cherry picking going wrong. Huh? Yeah, I remember when it was supposed to be Jermell Charlo versus Jarrett Hurd, and then Jarrett Hurd decided to fight J-Rock, and boom, monkey wrench. That's when it was supposed to be Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, and the Andy Ruiz threw in the monkey wrench. Maybe just like it was supposed to be Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford, somebody gonna be throwing a monkey wrench. Maybe Yordenis Ugas gonna be throwing a monkey wrench. Well, maybe Morata is gonna throw the monkey wrench, so we won't have to see the trilogy of Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. But we also got Erickson Lubin versus Fondura. DC in the building, down. What's good? Silver in the building, Boards in the building. Punch, I need an answer about Loma taking the same deal. I know. We need the answer. We need some answers. The urge. We need some answers, man. We need some answers. Let's go low. Lou's supposed to be showing up. Oh, too fat. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Transcendent Sports said, hey, yo, Triple G gets low-key pass and it's not right. He also needs to fight bigger names. Triple G needs to be held accountable as well. Yes. When Canelo Alvarez, a lot of people want to hold Canelo Alvarez accountable, even when Canelo Alvarez already doing what he been doing after the Triple G fight. Anybody still want to be on Canelo Alvarez case? Anybody he pick? If he would have picked Makabu, why you got to go out there in the cruiserweight division, dog? If you go to the 175, why he got to pick Bavard? If he would have picked Baturbia, y'all would have been like, but why he ain't pick Bavard? If he would have picked Joe Smith Jr., I would have been like, why he ain't pick Baturbia, though? If he would have picked both Baturbia and Bavard, I would have been like, but why he just don't add another one, though? In 168 pounds, if he ain't picked David Benavidez, you'll be like, why he ain't picked Demetrius Andre, though? If you picked Demetrius Andre, I would have been, why he ain't picked Jamal Charlo, though? If you picked Jamal Charlo, I would have been, why he don't pick David Benavidez, though? You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be on Canelo Alvarez case. Triple G ain't do nothing. Gets a pass, gets payday. The zone pampers him. Nobody pulling out his card. Nobody stressing him out. Everybody stress everybody out except Triple G. Flying under the radar. Now, we don't want no damn trilogy. Canelo Alvarez whooped your ass in the second fight. We don't need to see the trilogy. All right? Give me 1 second. Yes, sir. We got one of the prestige promoters in the sport of boxing, Lou DiBella, locking out one of the best deals of the year. Surprising. What's good, Lou?
Everything's good, my friend. How you been?
I've been good. Finally, we got Lou here. Finally, we got Lou DiBella, New York City. We back on top, Lou. We back on top.
No, man, look, I always mess around there, around that top. I've been around there for a long time, but it's nice to make a huge fight. It's nice to do the right thing. It's the right thing for fans. It's the right deal for George. It's the right deal for Devin. But, it falls right into that big slate of stuff that's coming, May, June, rest of this month. I mean, we're on a big streak of some big events. And, this is going to be the start of cleaning up that 35-pound division. With these two guys fighting, it's only a matter of time till, Lomachenko, God willing, gets out of Ukraine and there's some peace in Ukraine. But you also got Ryan coming back this coming weekend. I'm going to San Antonio tomorrow morning. I'm going to be at the press conference in San Antonio tomorrow for Ryan and Tego. He's going to be in the mix. Tank's in there with Raleigh. I expect him to beat the shit out of Romero. and then Tank's going to be in that picture too. It's a lot of action at 35 and 40 in the next couple of years, and George Kambosos and Devin Haney are in the middle of that action with a huge fight that's going to be at a 50,000 seat stadium June 5th in Melbourne, Australia, June 4th in prime time in the U.S. on ESPN.
Wow, that's epic. So the scouting don't stop, huh? The scouting don't stop.
No, man, like, look, it's hey, at least we're getting some results now. I'm thrilled that this happened. I wasn't doing a lot of negotiating or talking in the press for a couple of months, but meanwhile, George had a done deal with Loma, and then the Ukrainian invasion by that piece of shit Putin put that fight on the back burner because Loma made a decision of conscience to stay in Ukraine with his people. And then George told me, I don't want to fight an interim fight. I don't want to fight an intermediary fight. Go get me Devin Haney. Yeah. And at the time that we were locked in to Loma in terms of having made an agreement in principle, but we were giving Loma time to leave, I had conversations with Bill Haney, in which we talked about like the fact that if Loma couldn't leave, I would go to him again, and I would go to DAZN again, and I would try to make a deal happen, and that's what we tried to do. And I couldn't get something done with DAZN, but I was able to put together something that involves Fox pay-per-view in Australia, Foxtel main event pay-per-view in Australia, and international distribution, but the USA and Canada on ESPN, on the linear ESPN, so it's on your cable system. Yeah. You don't have to get it on the app, so it's going to be a huge worldwide event on June 5th, and I'm happy we got it done. But it got done because it was the best deal for George, and it was the best deal for Devin. That's why it got done. That's
awesome. That's awesome. Just like a year ago, the boxing was promoting and marketing the Four Kings. Ain't nobody was talking about George Kambosos. They was talking about Teo, Tank, Ryan, and Devin Haney. And just another year, now it's George Kambosos. Now nobody's talking about the Four Kings. And I know that was prematurely. I didn't even support the Four King type of stuff. And I know you didn't support that either.
No, because, dude, Four King, man, you got to fight each other because you got to fight each other and you're going to have some real fucking credentials before you start mentioning the names of Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. You're in rarefied air, man. Don't mention those motherfucking names until you're in a situation where you're doing a round robin and the best is fighting the best. But you know what, man? Maybe Kambosos Haney is the beginning of a string of something. And if these guys all start fighting each other and some of them come out on top some of the time and some of them come out on top of others and they each take a loss or two, but guys are fighting the best in a round robin, that's how you become the Four fucking Kings. Four Kings didn't win every motherfucking fight. That's not what happened. They went in there, though, and the best fought the best, and they thrilled the fucking world. I mean, you think it mattered? You think it hurt Tommy Hearns' career that he lost Hagler Hearns in '85 on tax day, that he lost one of the greatest, most memorable fights in the history of boxing? Yeah. Leonard, Duran, Hearns, Hagler, every one of them took an L, though that L that Hagler took with Leonard will forever, in my mind, be a question mark because I love Ray, but I thought Hagler won that fight. But, all those guys, they're the Kings because they are for the GOATs, for the greatest of all time. And every one of them fought all comers, man. Every one of them fought all comers. Well, the one thing you can say about Kambosos and Haney and making this fight is those two guys proved they want to fight all comers. I mean, Kambosos is going right from Teofimo Lopez to Devin Haney. And he was going to go Loma, which everyone knows what that also means. It's still reaching for the best. And Devin Haney's doing what a lot of American fighters don't do. He's crossing the world to go fight George, in a home stadium in Australia in front of 50,000 people. Probably 25,000 of them are going to be Greek Australians going crazy for Kambosos. So, Devin's doing what it took, and George proved himself by making the deals he did, and I think that could be the beginning of some great stuff in that division.
I'm loving it. And also, George Kambosos had to leave his home to capture what he has earned.
He had a fight for very little money all over the world to get himself into the mandatory situation. And then when no one believed he could do it, he told the whole world he was going to beat Teofimo's ass, and he did. I mean, he manifested his own destiny, right?
Yeah.
And then he pulled it off. So, you know, power to him, man. That's why right now he's in that top of the division, and he's the guy with the most belts, and he's the guy that's called a lot of shots. But Devin Haney accepted the challenge, man. He traveled, he got vaccinated, even though it wouldn't have been his preference. He got vaccinated to make the fight happen. He made a deal to go to Australia, and he made a statement that he was going to do what was necessary to make the biggest move in his career. You know, George became the man in one night by beating the man. Now Haney's getting the same opportunity to become the man in one night by beating the man. And if George beats Haney after beating Teo back to back, you better start mentioning his name in any discussion of who's pound for pound. He's got to be put into that mix.
Oh yeah, you got to. Right? Hell yeah.
So it's that kind of meaningful fight, man. It's like it's a huge mega fight. It's a meaningful fight, and it's going to be fought in Australia in front of crazy number of people in a beautiful state-of-the-art stadium.
Well, George Campos already tweeted that the ringside has been sold out. The ringside and a couple of
I mean, the event is doing really, really well so far. I mean, it figured to. I mean, like I said, you know, Melbourne is a great fight city. Victoria, which is the province Melbourne's in, Victoria really, really jumped over themselves to make this event happen. They wanted George's first defense in Melbourne, Victoria, and Melbourne has got like a bigger Greek population than almost any place outside of Greece. It's like one of the biggest Greek populations in the world, and a beautiful, beautiful city.
They got some good food, moussaka. They got some good food too.
Yeah, so basically, it's great food. It's got some great food, great Greek food, great Italian food. It's a great place to visit.
Luke,
but it's gonna be a huge event, man. It's gonna be a huge event.
Couple questions to clarify, because of course a lot of people have been trying to speculate how the deal. I understand the boxing is a secret society, especially when it comes to negotiations.
Man, nothing's a secret society, man.
Well, but I mean the details.
First of all, misinformation gets spread all over the motherfucking place. Because most of you motherfuckers, not you, I'm not talking about you per se, but most of the motherfuckers that tweet about boxing, go on social media about boxing, that are out there talking about boxing, don't know shit about the business of boxing.
Facts.
So a lot of false information and bullshit goes out there.
Facts.
Right? But honestly, stuff shit leaks out, but it's up to people involved to hold it in. To hold it in or not hold it in, you know?
Yeah, because several weeks, well, it was like 3 weeks before. I just asked you one question: are you optimistic about making the fight with Devin Haney and George Kambosos? You say you optimistic about it. That's all for me. That's all I needed to hear. And then I think Bill.
Devin had a loyalty to Hearn and to DAZN.
Yeah,
I tried to make a fight with Hearn early on. It was his bad that he didn't accept the deal, because it was an incredible deal early on for Hearn and DAZN. But he didn't accept it, and that negotiation went away. So then I made a deal for Lomachenko to be on ESPN pay-per-view over in Australia on Fox. So I made a big deal for Lomachenko. He couldn't get out of the country. Lomachenko couldn't happen. I said to Kambosos, "What do you want to do?" He says, "I don't want to fight an interim fight. I don't want to fight anybody else. Go make me Haney." I had already talked to Bill, and I said, "Bill, if you're right, and I think I have a feeling you're right, that Kambosos is not going to leave Ukraine during the war." I said, "If he doesn't go, you have my word. I'm going to try to make a deal." Tried to make a deal with DAZN, couldn't make a deal. Tried to put together something based upon the same kind of deal I put together for Lomachenko, and I was able to put it together. And it's the better deal for George, and it's the better deal for Devin, and it's the best deal for my company too. It's the best deal for everyone involved.
So to clarify,
hold on. Yeah. To clarify, nobody forced Haney into a deal. Haney did the best deal for Haney. Okay. And if you talk to Bill, Motherfuckers shouldn't treat Devin and Bill with this level of disrespect, because if you think that those guys were making as free agents, not having a signed contract with anybody, if you don't think they were going to make people give them the best deal possible, you're crazy. They made the best deal available to them. That's what they did. They made the deal that was in Devin Haney's long-term interest. When they went to DAZN and Eddie in the first place, they made the best deal for them then. They got the most money to have a nice deal where they were going to be developed and have a home, and they got paid well by Eddie and DAZN. Now they had no contract, and they made the best deal possible. That's what happened. Give them some credit. I'm not getting into. I'm not getting into how much they're making.
Yeah,
they're making. They're not getting any. They're not getting a cent less than Lomachenko was getting to do the deal. But people no one's announcing what that deal is.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a real nice deal. It's not like no one insulted Devin Haney or his father. They weren't doing a deal where they were getting insulted, and nobody handcuffed them and forced them into something long term. They wanted to know a plan. What happens if I win? What happens if I lose? Where are my next few fights coming from? And what are they going to look like? They wanted a plan, and we gave them a plan.
That's what's up. So you hear that?
It's not like years and years and years. He's not enslaved. I mean, in a couple of years down the line, after who knows? Maybe we continue working together. Maybe he goes back and he does something else with it because it's a better opportunity lies elsewhere. But for some period of time, there's a series of fights that Devin's going to do, and win, lose, or draw, he knows where he's going to be fighting his next few fights, and why wouldn't you think that was something that a 23-year-old dad who's done a pretty damn good job getting his kid to this point in time, why wouldn't people think that these people weren't doing what was best for them? What they're doing is what's best for them. They didn't throw. They're not taking some insulting deal. No one has them locked into eternity. The same way they made the best deal for themselves a few years back when they went to DAZN and Eddie, they made the best deals for themselves now when they're going to work with myself and Top Rank in a series of fights.
To be you debunked what the narrative out there about the pay cut already, about the Lomachenko he took. It was a different deal from Lomachenko.
No one was first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko wasn't doing a bad deal for himself. So there was a narrative wherever back when.
Yeah.
Lomachenko's taken so little, he's making the fight happen. No, that was never true. Lomachenko did a deal he was comfortable with and he was happy with. He made it with his promoter. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When I had a structure made that allowed me to go pay-per-view in Australia, not streaming, and do ESPN in the US and Canada, and do other broadcasters around the world. So it's that same sort of way of distributing that's being done. And with respect to Devin's he said publicly, I'll take the same deal. And he's getting at least the same deal.
Mm-hmm.
And the same deal was never a bad deal. And when he found out what it was, when he saw our offer and he had something to compare it with, what we were offering him was the best plan for his future. And it was the best deal. And that's why he did it. And I laughed at a lot of the narrative because people didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. and with respect to I was also laughing at it because a lot of people who were saying it are people who are close to Denny, Haney and his supporters.
I think the only reason is why, because he in the first interview he said that he took way less, so people already ran with the pay cut. But
every fighter has a right to believe he deserves and he's
more.
Worth
Mm-hmm.
more. And I had like an old run in, and Floyd and I laugh about it to this day. When he told me that I got to be paid when he was a young kid, and I basically wasn't prepared to make him the highest paid guy on HBO yet. And he was like, I'm the best fighter in the fucking world. And you're all going to see that I'm the best fighter in the fucking world. And I am going to be the highest paid guy on the network. And he turned out to be right eventually, but just not at that second. Now, and if Devin has to do a fair deal to get the biggest opportunity, and he likes what's ahead for him, That's the only way he's going to do a deal. These people were never going to do a bad deal. They would have stayed at the Zone and Eddie.
Yeah, true, because they like you said, they are loyal to Eddie. Do you think win, lose, or draw for Devin Haney? Is he locked in with 3 fights with Top Rank? Do you know anything?
I'm not talking about fucking contracts or making shit public that's in a contract.
True. Okay.
Anything that Devin is committed to is because Devin and Bill were comfortable being committed to it, and because they think it's in their best interest.
Okay.
And you know what? I mean, obviously, George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, and George Kambosos is going into this fight to beat Devin Haney. But Devin Haney knows he has a fight ahead of him no matter what happens that night. So, like, I mean, don't assume that Devin Haney isn't happy with the deal he did. He wouldn't have done it. I mean, the stupidity of some of this shit. Like, it's like people wanted this to happen, and then it happened, and then motherfuckers needed to find some other shit to complain about.
Yo, it's the American. I believe Lou is the American toxic the toxic of American boxing fans. I always talk about it. I think that it's always bitter. The boxing fan is always like bitter baby mamas and family court.
Everybody who wanted Kambosos Haney, you got it. The fuck are you looking for a negative narrative about?
Right? Yeah, I agree 100%.
And by the way, guess what too? You know, everybody who's concerned about the common man, you don't have to fucking be paying a monthly subscription to get it either in the States. It's going to be on ESPN. The fuck are you complaining about?
Tell him, Lou. Hey, that's what I'm going to be talking about today throughout the live show is that when are we going to be content? We ask for something. We get it. We want these fighters to fight like back in the days. Look what Devin Haney and these guys are doing at the age of 23.
By the way, why should fight fans? Here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. We got all these fucking exclusivity shit. And in my mind, I've been on the record about this for years. It doesn't help. It causes an unfair playing field. It stops a lot of big fights from happening.
Yeah.
So you have a situation where the big fight's happening, and one of the kids had to make a tough decision in terms of moving around where he's been fighting to allow himself to get the biggest opportunity. You want to applaud that shit. You know what the fuck you being critical about? What do you give a fuck who the promoter is? So what the fuck you give a fuck? And to be honest with you, if you ain't paying for it on pay-per-view and you don't have to pay for it on a streaming service and you're getting it anyway, the fuck are you complaining about?
Facts. Yo, Lou, you got to be talking more, man. We need more of this, Lou. We need more of this, Lou DiBella. Look like you got your second win. Lou.
Dude, look. You know, boxing's a roller coaster ride. It's an ebb and flow. And right now, my roller coaster is soaring pretty high. And I thank a lot of fighters to thank for that, and a lot of hard work to thank for that with some really big events coming soon. And and you know, we're gonna have this huge event June 5th. A week later, we're gonna have an announcement coming out soon, but there's gonna be a boxing show, Hall of Fame weekend, Friday night at the Turning Stone Casino in Verona. And we're gonna start, you know,
Bye-bye. Lou DiBella going in. Lou DiBella. Applause to Lou DiBella, man. Coming to Punch Drunk Boxing, laid it down. I ain't even need to ask the question. He already answered before I even asked. I'm like, is that hey, yo, he took the best deal, the same deal that was on the table for Lomachenko. He said, yeah, it was a great deal for Devin Haney, for his career. And look, and I do believe that looking at how Bill Haney been moving, he's been making a smart deal for his son, Showbox, taking a DAZN deal, and then taking his Top Rank deal. And it's true what he was trying to say. See, this is the thing that I've been trying to tell y'all folks. Man, Lou, you gotta talk more, man. Lou DiBella gotta come out here and punch for boxing more often, because this is what I be saying, and people be like, hey, yo, Punch, well, you blaming this on the fans? You blaming this on the fans? Yeah, because we never, and this is what I want to talk about it today. And go check out my new episode on the Smelling Salt, the Smelling Salt podcast. My new episode is what I'm talking about. And this is why I get frustrated with the boxing fans, that we ask for something, we actually get it, and we still complaining. We're still complaining about the things that we asked for. Look at Shakur Stevenson going to be fighting Oscar Valdez for the unification bout. Teofimo Lopez for Richard Comey, Nakatani, Richard Comey, Lomachenko, back-to-back champion. Yes, he lost, but look what he did. A legacy moment, a legacy movement. He already enhanced his legacy. In 16 fights, we got Devin Haney. Everybody, oh, yo, Devin Haney is he's an email. He's been given a bell. He's been watered down. Even I've been saying the same shit. You know what? But no, Devin Haney has made the right move, the legacy move. We always talking about legacy, reign supreme, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are actually running their career with legacy, reign supreme as the primary tool, as the primary approach. Ladies and gentlemen, woo, Lou DiBella, fire, on fire. It got to be some New York shit, man. I feel every word. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We ain't playing around with y'all. Let's go, man. Smash the like. Smash the like. What's good with these mediocre numbers? What's good with these mediocre numbers, y'all? For real? Like that? This is the type of grind I put in, and this is what I get from y'all. This is the type of support. I got y'all. All right. That's how it is. I feel y'all. He said, now you happy. Ain't been sharp. Yeah, I'm happy. Yes, I've been happy. You wasn't asking for this fight. Though punch, you was What are you talking about, man? It means that you be coming like once in a blue moon. I always said this is the primary fight I wanted, the lightweight division. This is the primary fight I wanted, the lightweight division. I kept on saying that. I don't know what the hell you talking about. You got to look back on the videos, man. You're not listening. You hearing me, but you're not listening, buddy. You're not listening, buddy. I said the Lomachenko and Kambosa is a good fight, but the primary fight that I want is Devin Haney versus George Kambosa. You're not listening, my brother. Tycho TV in the building. What's good, man? Smash the like button. What's good with the mediocre numbers? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if I have what's going when I'm beefing with somebody else, another boxing content creator, this shit will be flying like crazy. It will be numbers like crazy. Now I'm bringing some real exclusive, and this is the mediocre number that I get. Y'all want beef. Y'all want entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to deliver that. You don't want fuck boxing. I'm going to deliver that. Y'all want to be entertained? These are the type of numbers I'm going to get when I'm talking to a premier, a prestige promoter, talking about one of the biggest deals in 2022. Thank you, folks. Thank you. I appreciate that, Don Dada. I appreciate that. Smash the like. I appreciate that. Thank you. No thanks. Thank you, but no thanks. You got Punch Run Boxing, #1 boxing channel. That's what I'm talking about, folks. The people that, I'm telling you, the people that's here right now with your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Hey, yo. I won fireworks. No running. Haney took to the JoJo. The best boxing channel apart from yourself. What's good, Specialist? What's good, Weird TV? What's good, Weird TV? Stop doing my boy Punch like that. It's all right. It's all right, Weird TV. It's all right. Because then when I go full blown and just talking about bullshit, people gonna love it. No boxing, just bullshit. Just debunking narratives. That's what people want me to do. They want me to debunk the narrative. Yo, you heard what this channel say, yo, Punch? Yo, talk about this channel and what they said, Punch. Yo, talk about this channel and boom. Views. Shing, shing, ding, ding, ding. Exclusive with the man directly involved, Lou DiBella. Make this shit go viral. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Andada is all right. I feel this. I feel it. I understand this YouTube-ish. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even step back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this community is really about boxing in general. It's not. They like a little drama there. Yo, Punch, you want to go at this guy southpaw? And that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they want, folks. This is what they want. But anyway, shout out to Lou DiBella, man. Shout out to Lou DiBella. Going in. Got that New York blood in them, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man, is a great month for boxing. And you see the three guys in the thumbnail. And of course, there's a lot of young fighters. We got Ryan Garcia going to be performing. We got Virgil Ortiz. Hopefully he's feeling better. Praying that he's feeling better. Going to be coming back strong. Jerome Boots is going to be fighting Clayton on the undercard of Brian Castaño versus Jamel Charlo. But it's what I've been saying is what I'm about to be explaining is what I've been trying to tell the folks for quite some time. The fans got to take accountability on how the way we act, how the way we support. We always ask fighters out there, oh, be humble, be humble. What about the fans? Be humble. How about support? We so focused about hating. We so focused about devaluing. We so focused on discrediting. We so focused on all the wrong things. We also focus, and even in the YouTube boxing circuit, we so focus on what the other guy is saying so we could debunk their narrative, and that's going to be our narrative. You're still giving power to the damn narrative that you don't like. Everybody doing for the numbers, man, not doing it for the sport of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's true what he said. This is the fight that we want to see. Everybody was devaluing Teofimo Lopez. That's not a real undisputed. All right, here's your real undisputed right here. And even when I did a poll, people would rather see the Lomachenko versus Kambosa, but y'all was playing this dude for not being the undisputed. Y'all playing this dude for not being a champion. Y'all should have been like, hey, yo, we want to see Devin Haney fight a champion. Yeah. Prove me wrong. Yeah, that you're not an email champion. Yeah, that you're not a what you call it, watered down champion and things of that nature. All the shit that we've been saying. Devin Haney is going to prove the people wrong all in one day. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not playing around with y'all. This is Mr. Moonshine, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Got Shakur Stevenson going to be fighting Oscar Valdez, just being Jamel Herring. Back-to-back champions. Back-to-back champions. At the age of 23. Olympian, silver Olympian. Had Teofimo Lopez, back-to-back champion. Richard Cormier versus Lomachenko. You got Devin the Dream Haney going to be fighting for undisputed out there down in the down under. Everybody been talking about, hey, yo, boxers should be fighting like back in the days, Punch. Why they not like back in the days? They don't fight enough. They don't fight for legacy. Everybody bitching about Gervonta Davis not fighting for legacy, but what about Devin Haney? Everybody bitching about Gervonta Davis not fighting for legacy. What about Teo? Everybody bitching about Gervonta Davis not fighting for legacy. How about Shakur Stevenson? When are you, as the American fan base, going to start respecting and supporting the American fighter? Because the more that you disrespect them, the more that you just hate on them, not giving them credit, guess what? They're going to be like, man, fuck the belts, man. Fuck these sanctioning fees, belt fees. Man, y'all don't give a damn. I fought for legacy, and y'all give me no damn respect. I fought for legacy, and y'all making fun of what type of money I got. Y'all always in my pocket. Pocket watches, mother effers. What's happening to your support? Shout out to Edgar Berlanga. I know we've been on the case with Edgar Berlanga in his last performance, but put it this way: the support that he's getting, he's not even almost in contention, but the support that he's getting, man, we wish that other fighters get that type of support. That's great support. Well, now all he got to do is get back in the gym and work on his craft, hard work, dedication, just like Floyd Mayweather said. But now people just focus on hating. There you go. There you go. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, smash the like button and get these mediocre numbers up. I'm out of here because I don't feel the respect that I deserve. Boots is a stud, bro. Yes, he is, man. Boots is a stud. Boots is, I already told the people. I told the people almost 3 years ago when I said that, watch out for Boots Ennis versus Josh Kelly. People thought I was crazy. I said that Boots Ennis is the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. People thought I was crazy, but I'd rather praise than people be like, yo, he got to prove to me this. He got to prove to me that. That's us. Some men tell them. That's us. We always want fighters to prove to us. Prove to me that you good. Prove to me that you good. Huh? Got him seen climbing the mountaintop, and all you want is to be proven right. What you're saying, huh? You want failure. You want to witness failure. That's the American fan base. You want to witness failure. It's the reason why Floyd Mayweather was rich off his ass, because what you want to do is not support him, is that you want to witness his failure. And you ain't never got it. You ain't never get to see it. Mo in the building was good. Monaco in the building. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Make love with the like button. Foreplay with the like button, kiss the like button, dookie doot the like button, suck the vajiji juice out the like button, impregnate the like button, give the like button twins. Treat the like button good, or the like button's gonna take your ass to child support. You're gonna be making that long ass line on a Monday, on a Thursday. Trust me, I know about that line before. Boost is the real deal. Haney is the real deal. Teo is the real deal. Shakur is the real deal. Brandon Lee is the real deal. Virgil is the real deal. Keyshawn Davis is a real deal. If Andy Cruz becomes a professional, and with shout out to the Cuban people, shout out to the Cuban fighter, he's the real deal. Jared Anderson is the real deal. Daniel Dubois is the real deal. Only because these guys lost one time, that doesn't mean they still not the real deal. Gervonta Tan Davis, if he gets these proper opponents, he goes to the training camp and with the level of approach of confidence and you know, that he's going out there training for a guy that's going to challenge him, he's the real deal. I'd rather hype these guys up than he didn't know that. He didn't know that what people were saying. Come on, I know the pulse of the boxing fans, you damn haters. I remember when even Edgar Berlanga, when he went past the first round, oh, he's exposed. I told you he don't got that type of power. You just wanted to see him go past the first round. That's what you want to do. Y'all motherfuckers is playing the I told you so game. Y'all want the I told you parade. Fuck it. It was Devin finally get his shot. Davis over here risking against Romero. Shout out to Rolly Romero. It was a big fight for Rolly Romero, but at this stage of Gervonta Tan Davis' career, come on, man. Even Gervonta Tan Davis know it. Even Gervonta Tan Davis know it. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't playing around with y'all. Mr. Moonshine ain't playing around. Bringing you exclusive Lou DiBella promoter of George Kambosos. George Kambosos said, I'm going to scout these dudes, and guess what? He's a man of his word. Devin Haney said, I only want to fight one guy. I'm a man of my word. 2 fighters that was calling out these fighters, and guess what? They could make the fight happen. We've been waiting like 3 years for Errol the True Spence versus Bud Crawford. George Kambosos said after the Teofimo Lopez fight, I'm going to scout these guys, and I'm going to get the best one that performed the best. The one that performed the best actually was Lomachenko versus Richard Comey, and that's what he was going for. And then, boom, second, we got Devin Haney with the Jojo Diaz performance. Y'all already know Gervonta Tan Davis versus Isaac Cruz. It was not a great performance by Gervonta Tan Davis. But guess what? George Kambosos is a man of his word. George Kambosos said, yo, whoever want to fight me, they're going to fight in Australia. It was a man of his word. He's going to get paid more. He's the A side. He deserved to be the A side. Devin Haney said, you know what? Everybody was talking about the meeting. Remember the meeting? Remember the meeting with Bob? Well, guess what? He went to the right meeting. Devin Haney went to the right meeting. He went to the most important meeting. So when people was like, hey, yo, Devin Haney, he's still young. He needs to go to Top Rank because they know how to develop fighters. And ESPN is great exposure. Where he went to ESPN, he did what you wanted him to do. He about to fight a champion. He's doing what you wanted him to do. Now, what's your complaint? What's my complaint? I don't got no complaint. I'm praising all day. I'm praising. This is church. This is church, ladies and gentlemen. Demon Jr. rolling in the building. What's good, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. I know you stuck out there with the hate that is all right, my brother. You still my brother. rolling. It's good. Man, this is Real Boxing Channel. That's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate that. But I understand people want to see drama. I mean, with all the boxing content that we got right now, you think I want to be one of those channels that's going to be like, hey, yo, this channel was saying this, and I'm going to debunk it. I ain't build my channel off that. I build my channel or keep it on boxing logically and objectively. You keep it boxing out here. And if we need to be on somebody's neck with that, we'll do that. You know I'm one of the best at that. You know what? People leaving little punch drunk and low. I stay in my own lane. I do what I gotta do. I do what I gotta do. More props to everybody. It's a grind. Props to all the boxing content creators, the one that spit boxing logically and objectively. If y'all ain't doing that, y'all holding y'all subscribers down. Whatever y'all subscribers want y'all to spit, keep on doing what y'all doing. If they like to be hustled, then go ahead and hustle them. Shit, I know my boxing. I know how to deliver real content. I'm a real content creator. I don't need nobody else's content to go against their narrative, to make up a narrative. With all the boxing shit that we got right now, Ryan Garcia getting back in the ring, Triple G versus Murata, Lubin versus Sebastian Fundura. Follow it up, we got Errol the True Spence, and then 24/7 and a lot of the interviews. I saw the interview earlier with Errol Spence. Hey, yo, man, I'm telling you, he looked like he Snuffle. He Snuffle from Sesame Street. Big Bird's best friend. I can't even imagine if Errol Spence was actually smoking weed or high. Can you imagine? Because he already low, like, yeah. Some dude was asking some stupid ass question. He said, you was talking about, so how many horses do you have? And what are you going to do with the horses? Come on, man. We talking about, man. We want to know what Errol Spence want to do versus Dennis Ugas, what he's looking forward to, who he's want to be, what type of great fighter, what he want to accomplish. He said, how many horses you got? And what are you going to do with the horses? He saw Errol Spence. He like, yeah, what? What about my horses? That you waited all this time, man. You guys, they finally gave you a microphone so you could ask Errol Spence a question. You want to ask about his horses. I was laughing. Y'all saw the interview earlier today. Errol Spence is mentally relaxed. He's very relaxed. I'm telling you, he's like Big Bird's best friend, Snuffle. Hey, Bird. Hey, Bird. What the fuck y'all want to ask me, man? Yeah, I got horses. Yeah, one of them I have people to ride the horse, and the other one, yeah, I do. I have him doing contests and stuff like that. Errol Spence was so quick to turn off his camera. Come on, man. Errol Spence has done several interviews there. Shout out to the interview with the Porter podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter. That was a great interview. Brian Cuss, that was a great interview. And then the 24/7. Why people's asking the same damn question? We already answered it. I was thinking about I was about to call or send an email. Can I be in this? Because I was going to ask him the question. If I want to talk about farms and animal goats and cows, I was going to ask him. I wanted to ask this because if that guy wanted to know about the horses and shit like that and about the farm, I wanted to ask him about farms. I was going to ask Errol Spence, what shit smells worse? Your cow shit or your horse shit? What shit smells worse, Earl? Because it seems like over here ain't nobody worried about damn boxing. Can you tell me the difference between cow shit, the smell of cow, and the smell of horse shit? I know you got to clean it up, Earl, on the farm. Can you tell us the different scent? Oh, man. Smash the like button, bro. I be wondering if Earl is high when I see this interview, homeboy. Be extra chill. Shit. That's his demeanor, though. That's Earl demeanor. I can't even expect Earl to when people gonna be like, yo, you gotta sell the fight, man. That's Earl, man. I don't expect Earl to be Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez Sr. Nah. I did want to ask him though this. I know he was busy and today, but I'm grateful for Lou DiBella to give me the opportunity to interview him. And he asked, to be honest, he said everything I was going to ask him anyway. Was there anything that y'all wanted to know that y'all feel like he didn't elaborate? Because to be honest, that was the major question. I'm saying, did he take a pay cut? And he said it right. He said, you think that Bill Haney is not a great businessman where he's not going to take a deal that is right for his son? And I think that the deal is right for his son to have the opportunity to enhance his legacy, but also this deal is not only enhancing the legacy of Devin Haney in the ring, but it's also enhancing the legacy of Devin Haney outside of the ring. Hey, brother, big fan from Houston, Texas. You wildin', but he does look like he high, though. Good looking now, Jose Diaz. It's that season. Sliding counter was good. I respect that some fighters don't need to be all loud to get their point across. And hey, Errol Spence is an entertaining fighter. People always want to talk about, the Mexican style fighting. Well, Errol Spence got brought up as a Mexican, the Mexican style of fighting. Him and Virgil Ortiz, right? So you could see that he has the approach, that pressure, that effective pressure. One of the best for effective pressures in the game. High volume puncher. It's going to be hard for anybody to outpoint Errol Spence, who I think he throws the most high volume punches in the welterweight division. You know? That's all I'm saying. I feel like the sport could be good if we actually really stand behind our fighters. Because they're doing great things right now. Or they're approaching to do great things. This is what we've been asking fighters to do. Right? We've been asking fighters, can you fight more? But we also got to understand that these fighters can't hold a gun to the network's head and be like, hey, yo, give me some more dates. Not everybody can move like Canelo Alvarez. Even if they wanted to move like Canelo Alvarez, nobody has the opportunity to move like Canelo Alvarez. Trust me, there's a lot of fighters that want to fight 3 times a year, but they can't. But look at what these young fighters is doing. We always talking about retro. We want these fighters to do what they did back in the days. Look at the age. Actually, these guys are doing better than the Bud, the Errol Spence, the Shawn Porter, the Deontay Wilder. These guys are doing it better. And I'm not saying that these guys ain't doing it. I'm just saying they doing it at a young age. Teo did at the age of 23. Devin Haney is doing it at the age of is got the opportunity to do it at the age of 23. Shakur Stevenson, two division world champion, about to unify versus Oscar Valdez, at the age of 23. These guys performing and having legacy fights at a young age. This is what we want. I know we could critique fighters, hold them accountable for whatever, but at this time, especially in American boxing, which I've been critical about American boxing, what is there but to praise? Don't we want to? This is not what we wanted to subscribe to. This is what we've been asking for. Am I right or wrong? For legacy reigning supreme. And this is why I tell the people, I know a lot of people out there, y'all still want to see Bud and Errol Spence. But guess what? Bud and Errol Spence ain't the only fight. If we don't get that fight, hey, we don't get that fight. Of course, we could be mad about it, frustrated about it, but for real, there's too many fights. At the end of the day, look at this. Bud said if he can't get the Errol Spence fight, he'll get the winner of Brian Castaño and Jermell Charlo. I think that's even a tougher fight. Or you still gonna be like, no, but I want the Errol Spence fight. No. If Errol Spence said he want to move up to the 154 and become a 2-division world champion, fight Jermell Charlo if he beats Brian Castaño for undisputed. And think about this. If Errol Spence beats Yordenis Ugas, Jermell Charlo beats Brian Castaño, and Errol Spence has the opportunity whether to be undisputed at welterweight, and what I know a lot of people going to rather pick, but then he has the opportunity, what he said in the recent interview, that he's willing to fight his friend Jermell Charlo and become an undisputed 154. Look at the options. Would you be mad if Errol Spence says, you know what, it's a better deal, I want to become undisputed at 154 and fight Jermell Charlo? Would you be mad? Would you be like, oh, no? It is what it is. We talk about back in the days, but yet we write these guys off. You wouldn't do that back in the days. These guys caught their losses as well. So let's say if Teofimo Lopez lost to George Cambosa, that's him. You writing him off? Did you write Sugar Ray Leonard when he lost to Roberto Duran? Do you write him off? Did you write on Roberto Duran when he lost to Hearn and Hagler and lost the rematch to Leonard? Did you write him off? Or he is still in a lot of people's list top 5? Why people respect Shawn Porter, win or lose? Because he fought everybody. By the time that Shawn Porter retired, you got to look at Shawn Porter and what they say. Damn, he got the best resume. win or lose. Because everything is not about, like I always said since I started my channel, it's just not about winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. Samia said, people have written T.O. off punch crazy. That's crazy. They acted like this guy got his ass whooped. It was a great fight. One of the fight of the year candidate. But because they ain't expecting that from George Campos, and I've been telling people about George Campos, he's a dangerous man. I say it was gonna be hard. It was gonna be a harder fight than the Lomachenko fight. People thought I was capping. I understand. People thought I was capping. All right. Shit, I remember people like, hey, yo, Punch, you just saying that because you don't want you to fight Dan Haney. You just saying that because you don't want Teofimo to give Lomachenko the rematch. I said this fight was going to be harder. The George Kambosa guy was going to be harder than Lomachenko. You capping, Punch. You just capping for your boy. All right. Mm-hmm. Teo mentally weak. I don't think he's mentally weak, my brother. I don't think he's mentally weak. I think he can't come to grips maybe with that loss, but I don't think he's mentally weak, because if he was mentally weak, he never would have fought the way that he fought that fight. It's not being mentally weak. He just lost. He still fought. Sosa Smith said T.O. is okay, not enough experience. Dev will got him. Good looking out, Sosa Smith. What do you mean? Dev would have beat him, would have got him. Not sure. Look at that. Kambosa's doing Tank's dirty work. Yeah. T.O. did Tank's dirty work as well by fighting Loma. You know? Didn't you say Wilder was mentally weak? Yeah, oh yeah. He was mentally weak. He was mentally weak. I think the for me the straw was blame it on Breland, saying the water, saying that it was racism. Not thinking that you could win. See, T.O., people saying that he's mentally weak because he can't come to grips that he lost. He don't have to believe that he lost the fight. He don't have to believe that he lost the fight. He feel I disagree with the zone thing. But mentally weak, he went out there and fought. It's just like Deontay Wilder. I ain't say he was weak the way he was fighting. Ain't no Oliver McCall here. Not with both of them. I'm more worried about T.O.'s mental health as well as Ryan. Yeah, hey, he gotta of course they gotta get over that type of loss. They gotta get over that type of loss. But I'm not saying that he shouldn't feel like he won the fight. Triple X, that's what I mean, though. You feel me? That's what I mean, Triple X. That no mean to disrespect Triple X, but you say a comment about another opinion, like that's who cares what they feel. And that's what I mean. And then there's other boxing content creators that feed off that, and then they want to debunk. Forget. Come on, I've been here long enough already in this YouTube. Hey, yo, you know what they say. You know what they're gonna feel bad, and man, who cares, man? Sosa said, yeah, Dev worked him in sparring too. T.O. needs a new trainer with his dad. He won't reach his potential. Tank needs to take John Taylor for undisputed. Well, both of them work out, and they was here. They said that. Both of them, they said the first sparring partner was good, and then the second sparring partner, they said T.O. did his thing, and Bill Haney and Teofimo Lopez discussed that on my channel here. We don't got the tape, so it's he shay, right? Good looking out, Sosa. Josh Taylor, I think that's a good. I think that was a good fight for Gervonta Davis, but I don't think that Mayweather really believed in Gervonta Davis. I think he said, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I just don't think that he would actually believe. Maybe he see a lot of holes in Gervonta Davis that he feel like a smart fighter would actually execute that and neutralize Gervonta Davis. I think Floyd Mayweather never had well, not never, but I think he learned not to have confidence. I don't think he believed in Gervonta Davis the way that a lot of people think he would. Good looking now. Roland said, T.O. should never go into a fight thinking I'm going to KO this dude before a specific round. That seems to be a big personal setup to oneself. True. But what about if he would have knocked him out in the first round? Didn't one judge gave that round a 9-9 round or something like that? He was beating him up from pillar to post until the knockdown. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Punch, don't do that. I train with McCall. But that right there is mentally weak. During the fight. If you still fighting though. You still, but that was mentally weak. That was mentally weak right there, brother. But shout out to McCall, still a warrior. Wilder had 1,000 conspiracy and excuses. T.O. had a medical condition that's not an excuse. It's just facts. Jay Triller. Hey. At the end of the day, both of these guys got to get over their loss. And for Teofimo Lopez, who is still young, going to the 140-pound division, going to be fighting probably Liam Peru for the WBO vacant belt and becoming a 2-time champion, has the opportunity to become a two-division world champion. Hey, he's going to get back at his horse. All you got to do is get back in the gym. He's mentally right. I think he's mentally. I think he's going to be physically ready. Of course, he just had a surgery, but I believe that Teofimo Lopez will rise again, and this is why I have these three guys. That loss for me, they ain't do nothing. He was going to drop them belts even if he would have won. He would have never got a lot of credit if he would have beat George Kambosos anyway, because they already was saying that he should have been fighting Devin Haney. So let's be real. Just like for me, Deontay Wilder is still top 3 heavyweight champion in boxing. Not heavyweight champion, but top 3 heavyweight fighter in boxing. He's still my top 3. He only lost to one guy. But just like we feel they over-exaggerate on their excuses, we over-exaggerate as well. Why these fighters can't have these type of extreme, we as fans are the same way. We extreme ourselves. We're the type of people that say already that Bruce Ennis, there's a lot of people out there that be like, Bruce Ennis could be Terrence Bud Crawford. Bruce Ennis could be Errol Spence. We think extreme as well. Could a boxer think they extreme? Could a boxer feel like he could beat everybody in the world? Could a boxer feel like, he really didn't lose? I'm going to tell you like this. 90% of the fighters always have some type of excuse if they lose. You know what I'm saying? It could be tiny, it could be big excuse, it could be tiny excuse, but they all have some type of excuses. Good looking out, Sosa Smith. Like mental breakdown in the ring, if had nothing to do with Lennox Lewis that night. T.O. will be back, but I do agree fans, myself included, are the problem. It's probably because we are so passionate about the sport and just want more, even if it's just shooting the shit about it. Hey, I agree, Sugar T, man. I agree with that, man. I think that we also got to take accountability as fans. We ask for something, we get it, and we still like, oh, come on. Even with the Triple G situation, I'm on Triple G's neck. I want him to lose. I want Murata to kick his ass. I want Murata to win. Because I feel like Triple G should have fought the likes of Demetrius Andre or Jamal Charlo. And I don't want to see the trilogy. But he's still fighting a unification bout. A lot of people want to see Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. But Errol Spence is fighting Dennis Ugas. I think people, by keep on asking Errol Spence about Bud Crawford, it's like they disrespect Dennis Ugas like if he's not an elite welterweight. And it's true what Celeste said. The reason why, and I'm just paraphrasing, but the reason why Dennis Ugas is where he's at right now because you keep on disrespecting Dennis Ugas. I love Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao did not respect Dennis Ugas like he should, because there's no way after 2.5 years layoff, you got 11 days to prepare for Dennis Ugas. And what his team said, well, Manny Pacquiao seen every look. Really? You think that Manny Pacquiao would take a Keith Thurman in 11 days notice? You think that Manny Pacquiao would take Bud Crawford on 11 days notice? You think that Manny Pacquiao would take Errol Spence on 11-day notice? But he took Dennis Ugas an 11-day notice because his team did not respect Dennis Ugas. So to say I trained in gym, we had seen Coach Fred Whitaker McCall was on crack. He used to pawn the champion belt. Bounty hunters had to come get it. Junkie. Ooh. Ooh, la. See, that's mentally weak right there. That's mentally weak right there, my brother. You're lucky now, brother. That's mentally weak right there. So me and Teofimo Lopez haters enjoy this time. Y'all gonna be mad again soon enough, weirdos. Now, of course, you know what I'm saying? His father talk a lot of smack, and we love, oh, hey, that's my guy, man. Teofimo Lopez Sr., man, that's my guy, man. He keep talking your shit. Everybody, yo, he got to be humble. He got humble. Motherfucker, they already walk in this sport. They already know what this sport is all about. Every fighter knows that this is a humbling sport. It's the fans. The fans, y'all the one that call these fighters pussy and bums and all the derogatory name that you could think of. Y'all the one that's not humble. Telling fighters to be humble when they're the one out there risking their lives, and you want the fighters to be humble. Funny. Boots get wise by Canelo at 160. Damn, Brandon, we talking about that right now? Shit. Wilder versus Ruiz needs to be next. Shit. I like that fight. Crawford wash boots. But that's what I'm saying, that look how the extreme that we go as boxing fans as well. Even 3 years ago, people was on me like, hey, yo, what you talking about, Punch? That Boots is the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. I say, hell yeah, he's the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. But why can't I praise them? Why people get mad if I praise a fighter? Let me tell you like this. Look what somebody comment me. Look at this. I'm gonna tell you how people are. That people, it hurts people for me to even be positive about fighters, you know, because they're so used to other channels disrespecting all the fighters, and they don't give a fuck about boxing. They just know how to work the numbers. They just wanna ride on me. This is what it is. There's channels out there that just want to ride the wave of debunking other channels that got a lot of numbers. That's why a lot of people be like, oh, you heard what the LDBC said? And then they want to do their narratives about that, because really they're not all about boxing. They're about just debunking narratives and doing it for the numbers. They're not creative enough to spit some real boxing shit. Am I right? Let's be real. Hold on. I'm gonna get y'all right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Hold on. Let me find this. Hold on. Where's this message? I hope he didn't erase it, because I wanted to expose this feedback. Hold on. Let me see if I find it. I suppose my favorite. Okay, look at it right here. So the video that I have, this look at Tom P said, bro, fan is just short for fanatic. You're turning into a Kaka TV, selling out what? Because I'm giving credit to Devin, Haney, and Shakur, Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. Because probably he just saw that I'm just giving credit. I was giving credit to Teofimo Lopez, and now he see me giving credit to all these fighters, but they don't like that. They're subscribers and followers that they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They're just some subscriber to be like, hey, yo, I remember what, hey, yo, oh, forget about Boo Andre. Man, I'm a subscriber for this channel, because what you want me to do is just talk great about Canelo Alvarez and talk shit about everybody, all the fighters. You just want me to talk good about Canelo Alvarez and don't give credit to any other fighter. Smash the like button. That's what it is. That's what it is. But out here, man, we do this channel to preserve the sport of boxing, preserve the fighters, give the fighters the benefit of the doubt because they are the ones that risk their lives for pure entertainment. But it's a hustle for some people. And I get it, it's a hustle. Man, hustle for the subscribers, hustle for the numbers. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm in it for boxing. We talk boxing, our boxers around here, bro. First of Nello wouldn't accept that fight. His moves say so. People just want to hate haters, ball as motherfuckers. Hate Chappelle show. Facts, Brian. Shout out to Brian Guzman. Yeah, it's like a hate thing. I'm gonna go against what this person is saying, but he gets a lot of views. So I'm just gonna munch off his views. All I gotta do is say something different from him, and then because there's a lot of people that hate him, so I'm gonna build my channel off that. This is why sometimes nah, I'm not going at nobody. I'm just saying what it is. I'm talking about YouTube. I'm talking about that even you, Triple X, you say, hey yo, you heard what these guys saying? Like, why I gotta say something? I know boxing. I don't need to go and listen to somebody else to debunk their narrative and stuff like that. I've done that. I've done that before. But also, I have my name in their mouth. I have my name in certain people's mouth. I'm saying there's so much of boxing content that we could just talk about boxing and deliver the content. Look, Errol Spence could say one interview and you could come out with 8 different videos about it. You could talk about the farm. You could talk about the car accident. You could talk about the fight with Dennis Ugas. You could talk about the if he's gonna fight Terrence Bud Crawford. You could talk about the welterweight division. You could mix and match it. You could be like, oh, probably he's talking about 154. He's gonna fight Jamal Charlo. You could do like 5-8 different type of videos off an interview of Errol the True Spence. You don't need to really go after narratives and stuff like that. Or create your own narrative. And Ali in the building. What's good? Canelo has slow feet. That's why he doesn't fight slick black fighters. And that's another narrative right there. So Canelo Alvarez put it this way. Sosa. Canelo Alvarez has fought the Russian style, the black slick style, the white slick style, the Cuban style, the Asian Russian style, the Kazakhstan style. Come on, man. Mexican style. He fought all the styles. Sosa. He fought the white slick style. He fought the UK slick style. And he fought the black slick style. He fought Mayweather. He fought Danny Jacobs, black slick. White slick, Caleb Plant. UK slick. Mud feet Mexican style of fight with Trout, Cuban style Lara, Russian and Kovalev, about to fight another Russian in Bivol, Kazakhstan Asian Triple G, Callum Smith tall, Mir Khan. He fought every damn style. Which I want. It's almost like the first fight. I can understand why people felt like the first fight that Triple G won because we're talking about the footwork. Everybody said, oh shit, he's moving around a lot. Come on, man. Canelo Alvarez has fought every damn style. Come on, Sos. And that's what I mean. At this point, we just got to give credit what credit is due. Trust me, I understand that feeling. I understand that. I understand the people that still not convinced of Canelo Alvarez. Shit, I'm a Knick fan. I was never convinced with Michael Jordan. I hated Michael Jordan. I hate him. I hate Michael Jordan. Oh my Lord, as a Knick fan. He said, first off, me and someone has going back and forth. Oh, my fault. You know, I'm just reading, man. I'm trying to get all the comments I could see. Good looking. I appreciate that. You seen Fight Hype video on Margarito talking about Canelo and Pac? No, I haven't seen that one yet. But I seen the thumbnail. I always thought Teo had a strong spiritual belief in himself before Loma fight. He shaked the room with his belief, glinch the lights. So I hope people's views aren't shaking his faith. Look, I believe at the age of 24, you gotta remember when you was 24, 23 years old, I think you're still growing. You know, when you've been all locked in boxing, and now, you know, when you're an amateur, you're fighting 2 times a week, every other week, you're still dieting, you're still in boxing, and then you become a professional. And at the beginning of your career, you're still fighting a lot, and then when you become a champion, now you're fighting 2 times a year or 1 time a year, and now you got a lot of time in your hands, and then you start getting to know yourself more often. You got a lot of time in your hand. All you've been doing is boxing and training, but you can't be training all day. This is a taxing sport. Canelo, just like every other fighter, they're learning about themselves. It's just like even Mike Tyson as a young age, and everything was coming so fast. He's learning. He's still a baby up there. He still haven't matured. Yeah, he got all the money. And only if you got beliefs, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't mean that you're strong. You're still crawling when you do have that belief. You're still crawling like a baby. It takes years and years. That's why I always say the best investment you can make in your life is have a personal relationship with God. Build it. You ain't gonna be strong. There's gonna be a lot of temptation, especially when you out there serving God or looking for God. That's when the devil entity, the evil spirit, comes at you. They come at you more than the devil will come after you the more that you seek God. Sosa Smith says second dunk on Dre for undisputed. Yeah, that fight should have happened. Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andrade in 160. And there's some people that be like, come on, Punch. Come on. What does Demetrius Andrade do to get that fight? Motherfucker, he's a champion. He was a champion. He's a champion at 160. That was supposed to be the fight. That was supposed to be an undisputed. But because Demetrius Andrade don't got a lot of fans and don't got a whole country to back him up, then it's easy to spin a narrative around him. But I blame that of the American fan base. I blame that on us. I mean, San Antonio, the anticipation is low. 1 billboard in the whole city. How is slow feet a narrative? It's factual evidence. I know that was to me. Check into the GOAT. What's good, Freddie? What's good, Fred? He loves Andre too much. I love all fighters. That's what I think. That's the point that people don't get. You know what I'm saying? Jay Rivera is that I give a lot of praise to Canelo Alvarez. Nobody gonna say nothing. I give praise to Demetrius Andrade. Oh, you a fanboy to me? No, I never get you a fanboy of Canelo Alvarez. Why don't I get that? As soon as I give somebody else credit, it's like if I'm cheating. Y'all act like I'll be, oh shit, Punch is cheating. He's a cheater. He's talking good about Demetrius Andrade. Yeah, I like Demetrius Andrade's skills and talent. Been liking Demetrius Andrade's skills and talent ever since the amateur. It's just like the way that I like Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, an Olympian, the number one number one fighter, amateur fighter in the USA. Just like Demetrius Andrade was back in the days. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of a lot of these fighters. I think that fans, subscribers, and followers, you might subscribe to me off of content. So let's say you may subscribe to me over Canelo content. As soon as I start giving praise to that, to a potential Canelo opponent, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I just want me to talk great about Canelo. Canelo is everything. That's it. That's all y'all want me to talk about. Canelo, because it's easy, right? It's easy. Well, I'm going to praise Canelo Alvarez and I'm going to praise Demetrius Andrade. In 160, it should have been an undisputed bout. And what? It should have been an undisputed bout in 160. What type of narrative y'all going to run away from that? It should have been 160 undisputed. And everybody should have their all hands on deck on that one. Just like a lot of people feel like the Bud Crawford should be fighting Errol the True Spence. Yeah. Ryan Garcia trainer grabbed him by his hand and told him to stop doing interviews and go train. Hey, that's what you need too. You need that trainer to, you know what I'm saying? That's what a head trainer's supposed to be doing, looking out for his fighters as well. You know? Ryan Garcia getting back in the mix. I don't understand the hate of Ryan Garcia. He's a diva. He's a diva. Ain't nobody a diva that step inside that ring. Let me tell you like this, folks. Ain't no motherfucking a diva. Ain't no diva step inside a square circle. Ain't no diva lace them up. No diva. Quit that narrative. Anybody that step inside that square circle, ain't nothing diva about them. Nothing. Ain't nothing diva about anybody that puts them their life on the line like these men and women. Ain't nothing diva about that. And that's why you don't see me. You don't be catching me going to. I'm not saying that there's not other good channels, but you don't see me catching. As soon as I see something like, oh yo, this fighter is pussy, I didn't want to be around this conversation. I feel like they're not real hardcore boxing fans. Oh, this guy is a diva. Man, you just saying that because you're scared that he could steal your girl. That's what it is. That's what it is. Ryan Garcia could steal your girl and you don't like it. That's what it is. This is the male-driven sport. And when you know there's a guy that could steal your girl, you hate him. You call him a diva. And you call him he ain't shit. And this and that. You just mad at Ryan Garcia because you know that if you leave your girl around Ryan Garcia, he'll scoop her up. That's what it is. Same reason why people was hating on Oscar de la Hoya. That's what it is. That's the real hate. It's not the social media hate. You really think it's a social media? You really think that people hate Ryan Garcia? Like, yo, he's a social media sensation, that he's an Instagram and he's punching the body. He's punching that, and that's why I don't like him. Shut the hell up. You on social media every day. Motherfuckers, you're acting like you ain't on Instagram all day yourself while you working. Your girl could be in front of you butt naked and you still on Instagram. And you're talking about Ryan Garcia. He got to stop being on Instagram. He got to stop being on social media. Man, you got to stop being on social media and watch your kids. How about that? How about you watch your kid and stop being on social media? How about you stop TikToking? Your kid is TikToking and you TikToking yourself. You're talking about another person. Gotta stop being on social media. And you on social media all fucking day. You on Twitter and you flip it to Instagram, you flip it to YouTube, and you flip it to every other social media platform. But you want Ryan Garcia to do what you say because you're his boss. Yeah, Junior. He's a pretty boy that can fight. Got these motherfuckers insecure. I hate Ryan. Fuck out of here. You know he can steal your girl. I mean, we become so petty in boxing. The boxing fan becomes so petty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I become so petty. So, like, yo, like, y'all hold grudging with fighters like if the fighter is cheating on you or something like that. I think boxing fans, y'all have fallen in love with these fighters, but I think it's more like it's in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be on your phone. You shouldn't be on social media. I don't want you to fight him. I want you to fight him. Show me the proof that you're injured. Show me the proof that you're injured. You a ducker. You avoiding. Why you avoiding? I got surgery, but still what? You a ducker. Yo, the boxing fans, man, they hurt, man. I don't know what's happening to these in their personal lives, man. I don't know, man. It's so sad. Canelo, great fighter. Style make fights. He's fast and high IQ, a great chin. Renada said it's slick back black hard. I mean Reynoso, you mean, right? Said it's slick black hard. Oh, pause. Canelo fight who he wants earned it. Yeah. Good looking out. Pat Nation. Transcendent sports in the building. Was good, man. Elijah, he said Ryan can't fight. Of course he could fight. Everybody know he could fight. How many national titles and Golden Glove that he fought, and he knocking people out in the professional level? People want to question if Ryan Garcia could fight. Come on, man. Right now, boxing in America with these young gunners, it could be something. I think we do more from hindering them from crossing over than actually helping them. Because it don't matter who they fight, we still not going to be content with it. It don't matter. It happened with all these fighters. I already could see the hate of Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz coming. I've been trying to tell y'all that the higher they go, the more hate they gonna get from me on. The more if he fights and beats Clay, if he beats Clay, y'all gonna be like, well, who did Clay beat? Who did Sergey Lipinets beat at 140? We turn it around on fighters. But who did he beat? Who did he beat? He's a weight bully. And I'm not saying I'm guilty of saying that shit too. But shit, I'm growing too. That weak shit, I got that weak shit, that's weak shit. K Savoy in the building. What's good, K Savoy? Right now he's doing more captain boxing, so all remind to be seen of greatness. Who's doing more capping? Who's doing the capping? Who's doing the capping? They said that Haney was capping, but he's fighting George Kambosos for undisputed. And put it this way. Like, what do fans really want from these fights? To be sophisticated human beings? Man, they get punched in the head for a living. Mm-hmm. They get punched in the head for a living. Oh, yo, Teofimo Lopez Sr. stay shut. Man, Teofimo Lopez Sr. been talking his shit. He got his son by talking his shit. Fuck it. Let him be who he is. Everybody got a different personality, man. You could be a father like Kenny Porter. You could be a father like Bill Haney. You could be a father like Senior. At the end of the day, you know what they all got in common? Y'all? When you telling them how to act and move, you know what they got in common? Successful sons. Oh, Angel Garcia, crazy angel, successful son. Oh, Teofimo Lopez Sr., hey, yo, he's crazy, he drunk, he this, successful son. Oh, Bill Haney, oh, look at some man, successful son. In and out the ring, boss. Errol Spence Sr., and I've been saying this, y'all, if y'all follow me on Twitter, he don't get enough credit. Now, and I think y'all hear Errol Spence giving his pops credit on. I said it since day one. This guy, his dad, Senior, been in his corner since day one, making all the right moves. Errol Spence Senior. But y'all got the nerve off one loss to be like, "Hey, yo, fire the father." You think? I'm gonna put myself in his position. You think that my pops taught me how to fight? Everything he said has come to pass, even when the whole world don't believe me, don't believe my dad. My dad said I'm going to be a champion in 15 fights, going to beat Lomachenko on a 16th fight. Went to the Olympic. My dad build me, and I lose one time, and now you think I'm going to fire my dad off for one loss? You must be crazy. And I think people, even in boxing, I don't even get it. Like, this is father and son. You think he's just going to leave his dad because you, as the boxing fan, feel like he could do better off? And everybody, oh, he needs Eddie Reynoso. He needs Eddie Reynoso. You know, people been leaving Eddie Reynoso as well, right? Just because Eddie Reynoso is good with Canelo Alvarez, that doesn't mean he's going to be great with Teofimo Lopez. Maybe, but that doesn't mean that, oh shit, anything that Eddie Reynoso touch is going to be like Canelo Alvarez. Come on, man. Y'all been following boxing longer than that. It's a father's duty to give his sons a fine chance. But then nobody knows their kid more than the father. You know what I'm saying? I think the boxing fans get tight, not because sometimes we don't get what we want, it's because we don't have control. Punch bringing someone else to help have a different mind. Soon, yo, Sosa, Smith, soon, man. Soon, don't worry. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have that, man. We're gonna trust me, we're gonna elevate, my brother. We're gonna elevate the channel, man. We're gonna elevate the channel. But also, you know what it is, Sosa? The person that's gonna be rocking with me doing this shit, doing a podcast, they gotta be as hungry and gotta love boxing. They gotta love boxing. And to be honest, bro, even when in this community, I thought this community was hardcore boxing fans, just hardcore boxing fans. People they know they're boxing. I thought they love boxing, but I learned that a lot of people's not really into boxing. They love their favorite fighter. Some people like the narrative. Some people like they're comfortable with the lie. They don't want the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see the passion for boxing, different perspective, but with a different perspective, but the passion of boxing. I used to open up the panels all the time, but guess what? You know what it used to happen? I actually used to like my energy have gone low when I open the panel because I didn't get the same energy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the same energy. I'm not saying they gotta deliver the same shit. I'm just saying I didn't get that energy. I opened up the panels, people was acting like this is on some hangout spot. Man, I'm running a show. Oh, you talking about T.O. But you know what? So they always bring somebody in. They never was the person not bringing people in. We're the audition of them Punch. Yo, soon, Samir. Matter of fact, we should do it on every Thursday. What you think about this one, folks? Nah, Punch. Nah. But anyway, man, look. I feel like the American fan base, especially the American fan base, should actually support these. I call them the three amigos. Let's call them the three amigos. Because I feel at the age of 23, they're doing wonderful things. You could compare T.O., Shakur, Stevenson, and the potential what Devin Haney could do. But let's say Devin Haney beats George Kambosos at the age of 23, become undisputed at the lightweight. Compare Devin Haney, T.O., and Shakur. Let's say Shakur beats Oscar Valdez, unified, 2-division world champion. Compare what they did to the elite fighters right today that's on the pound-for-pound list. Compare what they was doing at the age of 23. Because we know what the past they was doing at the age of 23. We saw what Oscar De La Hoya was doing at the age of 23. We saw what Mike Tyson was doing at the age of 23. We saw that with Fred Benitez. We saw what they was doing. So we always want to say that we wish that these fighters are like back in the days. But guess what? We have them right here. Are we going to value them? That's the question. Are we going to support them? That's the question. Pat Greedy, he said, yo, Punch, yesterday's show was great. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. T.O.'s father put a taste in a lot of people's mouth. Hey, it is what it is. They still successful. Guess what, mister? Last year's fighter of the year and trainer of the year was the Lopez because they did something great. So how he's trainer of the year, fighter of the year, then the next they lose to George Kambosos, which a lot of people just didn't want to give credit. But this. Hey, yo, you know what we love about America? You know one thing that I know the American fan base likes? The Cinderella story. They love the come up. They love the Cinderella story. They love the comeback story. That's one thing I know that American fans like in all sports, the comeback story. Teofimo Lopez has the opportunity to become champion again if he fights Liam Peru if Josh Taylor vacates the belt. He got the opportunity to become a 2-division world champion. And then what people going to say? So I think we should support. I think we got great fighters in line. so American boxing could surge right back into one of the major sports in America. We got a potential heavyweight champion in the near future in Jared Anderson. You know, we got Boots, we got Virgil, we got Brandon Lee, Shakur Stevenson, Teo, Devin, Stephen Fulton that don't get enough credit. Jamel Charlo, y'all. Jamel mother effing Charlo, the Iron Man. It's going to become undisputed. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Jamel Charlo will become undisputed. And I said in the beginning of the year, fighter of the year will be Jamel Charlo. I'm saying it right now. Fighter of the year, Jamel Charlo. Hopefully he can get 2 fights in. Fighter of the year, Jamel Charlo, undisputed. I said it before. Teo losing could actually be a blessing in disguise if he gets back on the road. I think so too. Come on, remember Roberto Duran lost to De Jesus early in his career. People forget about that, man. People forgot about that. In a lot of legends' eyes, Roberto Duran is top 5. People just been all this the man. Errol Spence undisputed in the end of the year. You think so? I don't know. I just don't know if that fight is gonna come to fruition. Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. You got to get through on Yordenis Ugas. I got Errol Spence beating Yordenis Ugas, but let's say Yordenis Ugas win. I won't be surprised. Who Jamel gonna beat? Brian Castano. That old sells. I don't know, Tycho TV. It does sells, but I don't think it sells for everybody. Tycho TV. Jamar Charlo got an O. Demise Andre got an O. Does it sell? Do people care too much? So I think the fighting spirit sells. People love Chocolatito. Chocolatito has an L. People love Juan Francisco Estrada. He got his L. People love Nonito Donaire, the rematch with Uwe. He got his O. And look at his last performance, becoming champion again. All you got to do is perform and the people's going to love you. All you got to do is perform and the eye test will be like, you know what, he was giving his all. That's why people respect Sean Porter. That's why when Sean Porter fights, after the fight, except the last one because he was stopped, Sean Porter get a standing ovation. Because he does not cheat you. As a fan, he's all in, he goes all out. Shout out to Joe Smith Jr. But y'all already know, man. Tomorrow's Happy Hour Thursday. Good looking out, Lou DiBella showing the channel love, and thank you, man, for real. He answered. He said everything I was gonna ask him anyway. So, shout out to Lou DiBella. Shout out to Devin Haney to making the deal done. Shout out to George Cambosa for making that deal. For keeping their word as men. Lou DiBella. I only asked him, yo, what do you think? Are you optimistic about this fight happening? He said the first thing that Lou DiBella told me is I'm optimistic, and he told me this 3 weeks before they announced the fight. I'm not gonna be out there in social media. I let Eddie Hearn and all these people do that. That's not the way I work. But I'm a man of my word. He said Bill Haney's a good man. He's a man of his word. He said I'm optimistic that the fight with Devin Haney and George Cambosa Jr. is going to be made. He didn't even say he's optimistic about Lomachenko and George Cambosa. He told me, and I put on the members, on the community member, he said that I'm optimistic that Devin Haney is going to be fighting, that we could make the Devin Haney fight versus George Cambosa, and boom, he did. Hey, man is a man of his word. Y'all already know April 30th. Also, we got Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. I'm going to be in New York City. I might miss the Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez because I'm in New York City, man. This is the biggest fight for me. Like everybody feels like Bud versus Spence is your biggest fight. My biggest fight is Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. That's my biggest fight, and I can't miss it for the world. So tomorrow, Happy Hour Thursday. Y'all already know, man. 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be rocking it out. Yeah, I know. Special guest. I'm going to open up the panel tomorrow. I'm going to open up the panel. So y'all already know, man. Look out, become a member and stuff like that. Let's chop it up. Let's have fun tomorrow. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.